Imagine waking up one day and finding the sun has vanished. How would our world change? This isn't a scene from a dystopian sci-fi novel, but a thought experiment that invites us to ponder the profound impact of the sun on our lives. The sun, a massive ball of hot, glowing gases, is the heart of our solar system. It's the ultimate source of all energy and life on Earth. Its warmth keeps us from freezing. Its light allows plants to photosynthesize, and its gravitational pull keeps our planet in a stable orbit. But what if one day the sun just disappeared? In the blink of an eye, the world would be plunged into darkness. Temperatures would plummet. Life as we know it would struggle, weather patterns would go haywire, and we'd face an unprecedented energy crisis. Are you ready to dive into the world of darkness and cold? Let's explore what happens when the sun disappears. First things first, the Earth would get cold, very cold. The sun, our brilliant ball of gas, is the primary source of Earth's heat. It's like a colossal cosmic fireplace, radiating energy that keeps our planet comfortably warm. But if the sun were to vanish, that cozy warmth would dissipate rapidly. In fact, the temperature would plummet so swiftly that within a single week, our blue planet would be enveloped in a cloak of icy cold. The Earth's average surface temperature, which is a pleasant 59 degrees Fahrenheit, would drop to a bone-chilling negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit, almost as swiftly as you'd switch off a light. This drastic temperature drop would be akin to transitioning from a balmy spring day to the heart of the Arctic winter, but 10 times colder. And remember, this would happen not over centuries or decades, but within a single week. So, within a week, Earth turns into a frozen wasteland. But that's not all. As Earth freezes, life as we know it begins to struggle. Plants, the cornerstone of our ecosystem, depend on sunlight for photosynthesis, the process of turning light energy into chemical energy. No sun, no photosynthesis, and without photosynthesis, plants cease to produce the oxygen and food that most life on Earth relies on. This would cause a domino effect throughout the food chain, from the smallest insects to the largest predators, all starving for lack of sustenance. Humans, despite our ingenuity, would not be spared. With crops failing and livestock dying off, food shortages would become a grave reality. The icy temperatures would also pose a challenge. Even our most advanced heating systems would struggle to keep up with the plummeting temperatures, making survival a bleak prospect. Life on Earth would be in a serious predicament, but there's more to this chilling tale. Without the sun, weather on Earth would become a chaotic mess. You see, our friendly neighborhood star is the engine that drives Earth's weather. It's the heat from the sun that causes air to rise and fall, creating wind. It's the sun's rays that evaporate water, forming clouds which then precipitate as rain, snow, or hail. But what if the sun suddenly took a leave of absence? The engine would stall. No sun, no heat, no wind. And without wind, air circulation would come to a standstill. This would disrupt weather patterns, leading to drastic changes in temperature and precipitation. Similarly, our oceans would freeze over, halting the water cycle. Rainfall would cease, and with it, the life-giving water that our planet's ecosystems rely on. In a nutshell, without the sun, we wouldn't just lose daylight, we'd lose the very mechanisms that make our planet habitable. So, we'd be living on a frozen, dark planet with unpredictable weather. Exciting, isn't it? And to top it all off, we'd be facing an energy crisis. Imagine a world where a significant chunk of our energy supply suddenly vanishes. That's right, the sun is not just a celestial body that lights up our day, it's also a colossal powerhouse that fuels many of our energy needs. Solar energy is a renewable, clean, and abundant resource that we've come to rely on. But without the sun, this vital source of energy would be no more. We'd be left scrambling to find alternative energy sources. Wind, geothermal, and nuclear energy would come to the forefront, but could they adequately fill the void left by the sun's absence? It's a daunting prospect. So if the sun disappeared, we'd be in for a cold, dark, and chaotic ride. But thankfully, this is just a thought experiment. The sun isn't going anywhere anytime soon, so enjoy the sunlight while you can.